And here we go.
Stoplight Spoilers is coming to you, bringing you spoilers and movie reviews, with Jake and Isaiah as your hosts as they're driving home.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey, what's up, Isaiah?
And?
Hi.
Hi. Joining us this week is our friend Nick. It's pretty exciting. It's the first time we've, it's his Spotlight Spoilers. Stoplight Spoilers, excuse me. I knew I said it wrong. All right, it's Nick's Stoplight Spoilers debut.
Spotlight. It was Spotlight.
I said Stoplight that time.
No.
Very exciting.
It's Spotlight on Stoplight.
Oh, yeah. That's just going to confuse me.
That's already confusing.
So this week, we saw Logan Lucky. You're so funny. You're so funny that you think, like, always that I've got to take the floor and start out the whole thing. Because you just sit over there, you're like,
I just don't know where to go.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until Jake says something else. I'm just gonna wait right here. All right. Anyway, so this.
I'll get run over.
Oh, nice. It's probably true, but I'm just trying to not run you over. I'm practicing my brakes. That's all I'm doing. So Logan Lucky.
A film about robbery.
I think it was actually, wasn't it called Ocean 711? That's what the name of the movie was.
That was very clever. I did like that.
Ocean 711.
That was great.
Didn't
I like
you tell
that
me
in the background.
Are they tied somehow?
I don't think they're tied.
Oh, I thought it's shared somebody.
Oh, it may be like that. That might have been something. I
I thought you said that, but...
I probably did.
Okay.
Because it may have been. But anyway. Maybe David, though. You know David has all that.
No, it could have been him.
All that very fun information.
Because it was very similar in that sense.
Like, he's a bit of a movie whore, David. He likes to read everything.
Even if he doesn't watch the movie.
Even if he doesn't watch the movie. Quite the fascinating character. Anyway, so, yeah. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's good. It's good to have you.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun little thing. We just kind of drive home and talk about the movie we just watched.
So what did you think about the movie?
Well, I thought it was pretty good, but before I do that, I want to say hashtag sponsor us.
What?
That needs to be in every episode.
Every episode.
Actually, it is.
We're trying to get...
It's on the end of every episode.
It is. Hashtag Cinemart, hashtag sponsor us.
Oh.
Hashtag Cinemart sponsor
Of course.
us.
We're not above Cinemark,
I'm surprised
though.
that hasn't happened already.
Hashtag Warren, you can do it too.
Yeah, hashtag Adam app. I really like you
Oh,
too.
that would be even more amazing because we can go to any of the
Any of the theaters.
which narrows it down to AMC and Warren. But
AMC and Warren. I think they had another one, right?
I
I feel like there was 3 total that was available in our area. Anyway. And while we're at it, check us out over on Facebook.
at facebook.com/StoplightSpoilers
I like it.
or Instagram at StoplightSpoilers.
And so this week we went and seen Logan Lucky. And the basic general plot is it's a bunch of rednecks robbing a bank. And I have to say, I'm just going to go right out there and give my rating on it because I just want to get that away at the beginning.
Fabulous.
I like it. I give it a green light, absolutely. And for my first experience, it was a 10. That's literally a 10.
Wow.
Because I literally enjoyed the movie
Is this
that
our
much.
first ever since recording?
I don't know. It could be our first ever 10, but it's because, yeah, there may be faults if I try to nitpick the movie, but I stinking loved it. Like, absolutely just loved it. So, there we are.
I will also give it a green light. And I will also say it probably has a green light for rewatchability.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't watch movies over again very
yeah.
often.
I'm going to own this movie.
Yeah.
Legit. I might even buy a hard copy of it.
It was really good. I don't know. 10 seems so hard for me to give any movie.
Oh,
so
that's
I'm
fine.
going to go with a 9.
All right.
Nick, what'd you think?
Yeah, I'd have to. Well, I don't know what classifies as a green light.
Our green light is you recommend the viewers, listeners rather, go see it in the cinema.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely
Yellow-
give it a green light.
Yellow is you caution them, and as red is pretty much the movie Life. That fits in that category. And you
Do we
know,
have any other
Yeah,
reds?
I know.
I can't remember if we had any other reds.
No.
Not since we've been recording. I've had a couple yellows, but Most of them are greens.
But with this, I would definitely give it a green light. I'd say a good solid 9.
Okay,
Definitely.
solid 9. So
It's
we got 2 9s
really
and a 10.
good movie.
And that's pretty good.
That is.
That's a darn good rating for 3 dudes in a car. I have to say, one thing I want to point out that I really enjoyed was the atmosphere of the movie. When it first started, I was finding a lot of stuff hilarious, and so I don't mind laughing out loud in the theater. But as the movie progressed, like, you would hear laughter all over the entire cinema.
And the theater, right, exactly.
At different parts.
Yeah, different parts. It wouldn't always be parts I thought were funny.
Yeah.
So it was great that it was a very...
It reached multiple.
There was just so many funny parts in the movie.
Just so ridiculous
And-
and outlandish. Like, what is happening?
So, okay, we're talking about
Very
outlandish. I have to jump the gun.
stereotypical,
One
yeah.
thing that absolutely was the dumbest, funniest thing in the movie was the bear in the woods.
Oh, that was... what was that?
Like, you want to talk about outlandish. I believe that takes the
That
cake.
was so funny.
It
So,
was very
I really was hoping that they would have blind as a bear-ish in the woods. I just somehow play that in, but it was just...
Hilarious.
And then he vanished.
Right, yeah, right, exactly.
Anyway, so basic plot rundown.
Who's in charge of that?
It's a teamwork effort. How did we start the movie? I forgot.
We started the movie with Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
And
he
his
doing?
brother. I can't remember exactly how it started, like immediately, because I mean, you know, he's got a daughter that doesn't live with him. The wife has custody, and he's basically a screw up dad. He messes up, doesn't keep employment, misses dates and stuff for his daughter and whatnot. So I start the movie that way, and he is redneck as mess. It's quite entertaining. But he's working underneath the Speedway.
The Charlotte
Yeah.
Speedway.
Yeah. And so he's working underneath the Speedway. He gets fired. That's really what...
Because he has a limp.
Yeah, because he has a limp, he's considered a medical liability.
Yes.
And so that's essentially what kicked off the plot. And he just decides to set in motion cauliflower.
That was hilarious.
That was
I literally leaned over to Isaiah and I said, did he say cauliflower? And Kylo Ren's character, my God.
It was so funny.
His performance was so
Just
solid. And he's like, did you say cauliflower? And I'm like, he did say cauliflower. That's what I heard too. All right.
I just really liked
Oh,
his character.
yeah, right.
He made me laugh a lot.
He did. And it was just, he's like, no, actually, I have both of my arms.
It was very dry.
Yeah.
Just-
No, I have both of my arms. In fact, my arm is just down into a forearm. I don't have both of my hands. Oh, man. So basically, there's the Logan's curse, according to Clyde, which is the one-armed brother.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
So to get on with the plot. And Channing Tatum's character and Kylo Ren's character, because I can't remember his real name, are brothers. Then there's a sister thrown in there, Melly. Right. They're all
Right.
Logans.
Yeah.
And Clyde just thinks that there's a family curse on him. And there's just no way around it. And he served in the military, lost his arm. Right.
Which you learn later.
Which you learn later.
The reason why he joined the military.
Which was...
Because his brother was a football.
Because his brother was supposed to be getting his ticket to play. Yep.
NFL.
Play in the NFL.
Blew out his knee. So, there you go. They had Logan curse. Anyway, so we've established that. Moving right along. Channing Tatum. What is Channing Tatum's character's name? I can't even remember now. Clyde? Melly? I got all them, but I can't remember the main dude. Anyway. So, he decides that, hey, you know what? We're going to set in motion. We're going to rob the Speedway. And their plan was to do it on a really not busy day. So there wouldn't be that big of a take, but it also wouldn't be that many people, that many cars, etc. And it gets changed. they do it in
a NASCAR day.
Yeah, the 600
600 or something.
Yeah. One of the biggest days of the year, which is pretty cool. And I have to say, actually, Leanne Rhymes, I enjoyed her singing. She was real country and fit right in with NASCAR to me. Doing that national anthem.
No, I didn't pick that up. I didn't even notice.
You didn't notice it was her?
I did not.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a nice little thing to me. I was like, she's
Right.
country.
And I totally grew up with Leanne Rhymes.
That's real funny. Oh, she's older now. And Daniel Craig is in prison. Joe Boom, right? Oh, no, Joe, what was it?
Joe, that was it, wasn't it?
Joe Boom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Boom. Yeah.
And so he's a demolitions expert, apparently. Or, excuse me. What did he call it? It's not a bomb. It's not demolitions. So he MacGyvered this smoke flame bomb.
Right? Yeah. Explosion.
Detonation? What?
Whatever. Just keep running with it.
No, I don't know where you're going.
Just keep the plot of the movie. I was just talking about stuff.
Oh.
I'm getting stumbled up, so I need somebody to help me.
Alright, so they have a hole in the ground, they have tunnels, right? And the money is all transferred to a vault through these tubes, like the bank teller tubes through drive-thrus, to keep it secure.
Hey.
They use a bomb of sorts made out of gummy bears, fake salt, and bleach to blow a hole in the thing so they can then use a vacuum cleaner, essentially. A really high-powered vacuum cleaner to suck the money out of the vault.
You're stopping.
Yeah, it was a septic truck.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
That's good. It did kind of look like a septic truck.
It did kind of.
Yeah. Something of that nature, anyway.
It was.
I think we forgot to cover the fact that this whole thing is happening as sinkholes underneath this motor speedway. I don't think I actually said that.
No,
Right, they had to
tunnels
repair
before.
Yeah, the
sinkholes.
tunnels.
They
Yeah,
kept
fell into
repairing, so they
sinkholes.
tunneled underneath it. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Because they built the speedway on land.
Right, yeah.
I don't think that really happened.
Probably not in real life, but it was fun. So, needless to say, I mean, they were successful in the robbery. You go through a lot of stuff and getting to that point. But
And it appears that he
Tim
gave up
did.
all the money.
yeah.
I couldn't figure out.
Anonymous tip.
Couldn't figure out the motive.
I just think that, or you still don't figure it out?
No, I understand now. I'm just saying, during the movie, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was confused.
I
was
can't
just,
figure out what the reasoning
my
is.
thought was, is this somehow to break the curse, is what I initially thought.
Okay.
This is the Logan curse.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe, just maybe, he's like, prove to you guys that we can do something.
I
But
kind
he
of thought that
simply
too.
might.
Like he saw his daughter sing, and he's like, I don't like this. Can't be the way. Like,
Yeah.
So that's what I had originally thought, but lo and behold, it was to actually let them lay low for longer, essentially.
Yeah.
Because then it gives the appearance that most of the money has been recovered.
Yeah. And then it was obviously undisclosed how much money they
Right,
got.
and according to the Speedway, was all returned.
Was all returned through the insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And so they got theirs. The Logans got theirs. I just really love the whole plan because you figure you got Channing Tatum, the Logan, his brother, his sister. Then you had Daniel Craig. Then you had the black guy in the prison, right?
Right.
All those people set up this whole this hoax so they could. Oh, one thing we left out: 2 people escape prison. Do this job.
That was a big part of that.
Then break back in prison as firemen. I mean, that was so fun. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
it was.
It was really creative.
Because the whole time, you're thinking, well, how are they going to do that?
I feel like the writers or somebody had to be part of the Oceans Project because it smelled of oceans.
Yeah, it certainly did. One thing that I really liked is that the boxes that they moved from underneath the truck, so it fooled the mirrors when they escaped originally.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. They're gonna be hiding in boxes. So, but anyway, they get all this going, get the money, get back in prison, get in place. Everybody has airtight alibis, and no one has money.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Then everybody gets out of prison. This things start happening. Channing Tatum's been busy delivering all this money to folks.
In very creative ways.
I love the way he dropped it to Joe Booms. Not. There's a shovel. I was like, oh, he buried it for her. That's too fun underneath the red swing over there. That was good stuff. But
I like his creative way of knowing when the coast is clear too, by not paying a cell phone bill until they cut it off, and like, oh, they're obviously not tapping me now.
They're not tapping me anymore. So it was pretty good. But I mean, that's pretty much it. They get away with it. Bunch of rednecks robbing America, as the two dudes said.
I love movies like this. Always make me question my morality because I'm totally rooting for the bad guys.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting.
Well, they kind of set it up like that.
I know. It's just a funny scenario where you're like, do it. Get the money.
And it's the same way I'm with Oceans, though. I love them. I think they're fantastic. So no, this one, it's just so good. This is real heavy for me. I can't really find anything that I can take away from the movie to dock a point. That's why I gave it a 10. Because
I don't really have any negative. Can't think of anything.
Something has to get a 10. I mean, nothing's got a 1 yet, but I'm sure there are some things that I can maybe give a 1 to.
No, yeah, for me, I can't think of anything negative, especially, keeping in mind that it's a comedy and it was done so well.
Yes, for a comedy, I mean, for a movie period, it was done well. And then for a comedy, I think that even steps it up another notch, because comedies can generally just be in the mid-5 range and be considered good. Like, it was fun.
Right, because pretty much in every comedy, you can be like, well, that was supposed to be funny, but not in this movie.
No, but like, for example, Central Intelligence, I remember that was one that I really liked, and Isaiah was like, he was just meh with it. He didn't hate it, didn't love it. And I remember thinking, it was hilarious, but I feel like I only gave it like a 7.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was funny as heck. But this movie...
But this had so much more to bite on to.
Exactly. Like, it was just so solid. There was so much fun with it. And the accents were terrific. I mean, it just took me home.
They were, and the character development was fantastic in it. They did a great job at, coming across and you seeing what each one of these individuals are like, and kind of seeing into, their different character, and you kind of learn, early on which ones, about, like it says, their different character, whether it's his wife or it's his ex-wife, or now the stepdad and his character, and
that's what
they did a great job.
That's what I was leading into, because with Millie, the way she played him, she's like, she's like, I'm really surprised she went with the V6 because she needed his V8.
I didn't actually connect those two. That's
so
funny.
she played him. She's like, I'm surprised you don't have a stick or a V8. It'd be so much, faster.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, guess what I got now? It's got a stick, too. I love sticks. She just walks like giggling at him. So she played him, manipulated him. He gets the Mustang, and then she just...
Right, swipes it.
Yeah.
And uses it to do the heist.
That was too fun.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
But
right, I can't think of anything negative.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like I usually have to say something negative about something. I mean, I can say that there is one issue, a continuity issue.
Okay,
so
please bring up the whole negative.
I got to since I saw it, and it's the only thing I can even point out about the movie that I caught is when Daniel Craig, Channing Tatum, and Kylo Ren's character are all in prison, right? They're having a little meeting. And Daniel Craig sets the salt shaker down, salts his eggs, which was hilarious, by the way. Salts his eggs, and he closes the top on his fake salt. Then every scene thereafter, the lid was open. I just thought that was funny. But at least they kept it consistent. It didn't close, open, close, open, close, which I looked for. I wanted it to. I wanted it to just be
after
open,
you said
close,
it, I was like, I'm watching
close.
the lid. That's all I could focus on.
But that was the only thing I caught.
Yeah, it was good.
Just straight up caught. I used to catch at least one.
I feel like it's a pretty low budget.
A new bitch.
Like, the opening credits was that one production company, whoever they are.
Right.
Never heard
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, right.
And then it was movie. Like,
Movie, yeah. Oh, let's talk too about McFarlane's performance, because what nationality was supposed to be? Was he supposed to be like Scottish or Irish or something? The energy drink guy.
I don't know.
That's McFarlane. Like
I didn't. I saw his name in the credits.
Oh, that is hilarious.
And I was like, where was he at?
No, I knew him the whole time. It was just, I was like, wow, he's really playing that role good.
I saw his name in the credits. I was like, no, he wasn't in the movie, was he? Like, I literally did not know his name.
He was an energy drink dude.
No,
it was just
so douchey.
He was such a douche.
I did not like it.
I love the fact that they Molotov. Now
that was hilarious.
Let me go ahead and point out to you guys. You know my feelings if you've listened to any of the other podcasts because I pretty much mention it every time. 10 Cloverfield Lane Molotov is a fail in my opinion. In this movie, I love the usage of the Molotov. Yeah. That's an $80,000 car. No, that was probably not an $80,000 car. It didn't look it. It just looked like a car had a wrap. Just saying.
I mean, if it was like an Escalade.
But it didn't look like one.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah. I have to watch it again because it looked like a Toyota 4Runner to me, but I couldn't tell for sure.
Did it?
It just kind of looked something like that.
Well, we have never heard of that production company. So
I didn't look really close. But, yeah, that was fun. So...
Anything else?
No, I think that's pretty good for me. I absolutely go see this movie. I really enjoyed it. I laughed out loud many, many, many times. Definitely. And The Bear in the Woods.
That was so strange, but I liked it.
It was
The Bear in the Woods. It was just,
very bizarre.
just walks up, gives him a bag, turns around.
It's literally the only thing in the movie that it makes sense. Because and we are leaving a little bit for them to discover, because we didn't discuss in detail The Bear in the Woods. We just mentioned The Bear in the Woods. Yeah. So when they watch it, they're going to be like, what the F is that? So I hope you listen to this podcast. If you listen to this podcast before you watch the movie, we've already ruined the plot for you, but please message us on Facebook, Instagram, somewhere, and let us know what you thought about the movie, especially if you listen to this podcast first, because I'd love that. I'd love to get some feedback. And on Instagram, it'd be
really cool if we inspired you to go see the movie.
That would be cool. But and our Instagram is what?
StoplightSpoilers.
And StoplightSpoilers. There you go.
All right. I don't have anything else. Thanks for joining us, Nick.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks.
So it was fantastic. I'm glad you got to ride home with us, so we got your little bit of input. It's really fun having a little feature and stuff on here. But until next week, this is Jake.
This is Isaiah, and I'm out.
Hashtag sponsor us.